Genetically engineered plants are safe. We need them to feed the world. Is that correct? Are the risks being assessed, and who benefits from genetic engineering in the fields?
So-called herbicide-resistant genetically engineered plants have been cultivated for over 20 years. Around 80% of all genetically engineered plants are resistant to herbicides. Glyphosate is the most used herbicide spray. Only genetically engineered monocultures survive spraying with herbicides. Many wild herbs disappear. Insects, birds, and other wild animals are under threat. Companies such as Bayer and Monsanto make money with both the herbicide sprays and patented seeds. The harvest from the USA, Brazil, and Argentina is used for food and feed in the EU. There are herbicide residues in the harvest left over from the herbicides that are sprayed onto herbicide-resistant plants. The EU only investigates the genetically engineered plants very superficially, but still generally issues approval for import. However, some species of weeds have adapted to the use of herbicides and have become resistant. For this reason, farmers are increasing the amounts of herbicide they spray onto crops. The companies make more money selling more herbicides. The marketing of herbicides is a profitable business for the big companies. Genetically engineered plants are being developed to be resistant to a whole mix of weed killers, so that more and more herbicide mixtures can be used. There is an increase in harmful effects on the environment. Even so, some weeds survive. Bayer has recently filed an application for market approval of the genetically engineered soybean known as balance bean. This genetically engineered soybean has been made resistant to 3 different herbicides and raises many concerns. In addition to glyphosate, the soybeans are made resistant to glufosinate and isoxaflutole. In the EU, the first is classified as causing reproductive toxicity, the second as a possible human carcinogen. Using diverse herbicides and additives means that these are now really toxic mixtures that can enter the food chain through food and feed. Nevertheless, the EU declares them safe for consumption. Altogether, there are already more than 50 herbicide-resistant genetically engineered plants approved for use in the EU. Moreover, many of these plants produce insecticides. The health risks from these toxic mixtures have never been properly investigated, neither in connection with the approval process for genetic engineering technology nor under pesticide regulation. Industry, politicians, and authorities are all silent on this gap in the approval process of genetically engineered plants, even though worldwide around 80% of genetically engineered plants are herbicide resistant.
These genetically engineered plants are not safe at all. Not even obvious dangers to health are investigated. And these plants are clearly unsuitable for ensuring world food.
These genetically engineered plants cannot be considered safe. Therefore, we must stop imports. Join us and help to set limits to genetic engineering technology to better protect people and the environment.